Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler with the OBX wave report as we look down the beaches here from Jeanette's Pier and onto the Nag's Head beaches looking southward as we have choppy 1 to 2 foot swells rolling in off the North Atlantic Ocean that is bedecked with white caps as the winds pick up out of the northeast in the range of 10 to 20 miles per hour on the backside of a large frontal system that swept through last night. And as we look off into the distance here, we can see the backside of that front as we look down to the south and out to the east into the North Atlantic Ocean. These northeast winds are expected to continue to blow throughout the day and into tomorrow and continue on into Friday. And the wave heights are expected to pick up, rising from 1 to 2 feet to 2 to 3 feet later tonight, to 2 to 4 feet by tomorrow, and then possibly to 3 to 5 feet or larger by Friday. So we do have some large waves incoming both here at Jeanette's Pier and across the rest of the Outer Banks. The wave conditions are expected to be choppy as these northeast winds blow, but then come Saturday we expect to see some calming conditions as the swell is expected to improve in its shape. And so Saturday looks like a really good surf day for most of the Outer Banks with fair to good conditions likely at many beaches. So another storm out in the North Atlantic treating us with some larger waves. In all honesty, I'm looking forward to getting into the water to test my skills and abilities and to improve my skills even in the choppy surf. Ocean water temperatures here are continuing to warm up right now. Ocean water temperatures at Jeanette's Pier in the range of 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And then all up and down the Outer Banks, ocean water temperatures in the middle 60s and getting into the upper 60s and possibly even 70 degrees as we head southward. And I can just see an osprey actually appears to be looking for a bird, for a fish as he flies over by the pier. So one of the many animal friends that we encounter here at Jeanette's Pier and across the Outer Banks as we enjoy the beautiful wild environment here. All right, so let's get down to our local observations and our extended observations as we range up and down the Outer Banks to provide you guys with a more comprehensive wave report. So right here at Jeanette's Pier and at Nag's Head, we've got 1 to 2 foot waves and choppy conditions. Waves are not breaking at all on either of the sandbars right now at Jeanette's Pier, although it is high tide right now. So we do expect as the tide continues to fall that the wave break will tend to heat up a little bit, even though we have choppy and poor wave conditions right now. We might have some rideable surf as we head later on into the evening. Primary swell is coming in out of the north at 4 seconds. That is a 2.2 foot swell. Secondary swell out of the east at 9 seconds. That is a 0.7 foot swell. Winds out of the northeast right now near 20 miles per hour. Air temperatures 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And then with those east winds and northeast winds pushing the Gulf Stream closer to shore, we would expect the ocean water temperatures to increase over the next couple of days. Sunny conditions right now. Northeast winds will be blowing today, tonight, and into tomorrow and Friday. Highs near 70 and building surf here at Jeanette's Pier and across the Nag's Head beaches tonight, tomorrow, and into Friday, with good surf expected on Saturday. And then as we head on down the beaches to Rodanthe, we've got 2 to 3 foot waves with choppy conditions. Primary swell coming in out of the east at 9 seconds. Secondary swell out of the east-southeast, also at 9 seconds. Apparently rather small swells, translating to decent waves due to the eastward orientation. Winds out of the north at 22 miles per hour there at Rodanthe. Air temperatures 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures at Rodanthe 67 degrees, getting close to that 70-degree mark. And we'll likely see some 70-degree marks broken this weekend as we head on across the beaches. The 70-degree readings will likely spreading south to north over the next days to weeks. Sunny conditions at Rodanthe. Northeast winds, choppy conditions in the waters. Highs near 70 and a building swell throughout today and into tomorrow and Friday as those northeast winds continue to pick up that swell, and as an ocean storm kicks up at a large swell as well. And then for our last observation, we're going to head on down to Buxton, where the waves right now are 2 to 3 feet. Primary swell coming in out of the east-southeast at 9 seconds. At 0.7 feet, secondary swell at 10 seconds. Out of the east at 0.4 feet. And a wind, actually a third swell coming in out of the south at 6 seconds. That is a 3.1 foot swell out of the south right now. There at Buxton, likely the source of those larger waves as they wrap around. Winds right now out of the north at 20 miles per hour. 71-degree Fahrenheit air temperatures. Ocean water temperatures near the 70-degree mark at 69 degrees, cooler than recent days, but expected to warm up again as east winds push the Gulf Stream closer to shore. Sunny conditions right now. Northeast winds. Highs for today expected in the lower 70s. Well, we've already hit that. And a building swell throughout today, into tonight, into tomorrow, and by Friday as well. And then on Saturday, better wave conditions. So thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX Wave Report as we turn our cameras out into the North Atlantic. I'm going to actually walk down the pier. We're going to hear the winds pick up as we get out into those northeast winds. Woo! And we're going to hold on to our camera as we angle the camera out to the north and east, so you can see the choppy waves breaking on the north side of the pier and on up the beaches here at Nag's Head. So thank you for joining me once again for this session of the OBX Wave Report. And as I always do, I'd like to ask you guys to join with me and with Arnold Schwarzenegger in promoting the clean energy technologies that will help us face the climate crisis. Clean energy being wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles. Right now, those are the mass deployable clean energy systems. We might get some more technologies that are mass deployable in the future. These technologies will help us to rapidly replace fossil fuel burning, which is not only responsible for the climate crisis, but also responsible for 7 million deaths a year on a global scale. And for our coastlines, responsible for sea level rise due to melting glaciers caused by the global warming set off by fossil fuel burning, the more intense storms also caused by the global warming set off by fossil fuel burning, and the ocean acidification caused by the increased amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and in the ocean, also set off by fossil fuel burning. So thank you for joining me once again for this session of the OBX Wave Report, and I will be back with you shortly.